The Maroochydore shelter's been operational for 36 years and we're a 6-bed crisis shelter. IFYS has also got a shelter in Caboolture and it has 5 beds, so 11 beds all up. The main purpose is to provide safety and security for young people who don't have that opportunity elsewhere, to be able to care for young people who, I guess, need a little extra support. A lot of the community believe that young people who access crisis shelters are young people who haven't been able to follow the rules at home, are out in the community committing offences and not engaging in being good members of society. But for us, what we see is young people who've had a rough start, who need that extra support. It could be that they've grown up in care at the state, so they don't have family support and they've left care. Generally, young people come here because they want a safe place. When young people come to the shelter, we expect that they'll just participate in the environment to the best of their ability. Sometimes it's as simple as getting them to sit around a table and eat dinner together. And for a lot of young people, that's something that they haven't experienced. And that's really important to us, to be able to get them to participate in a respectful environment with each other.
When I came to the shelter, it was a lot different to what I thought it would be. Yeah, just like the whole setup of the actual place is so normal. It sort of just felt like you were like roommates with like other people, just sharing the kitchen and stuff like that.
I thought it was going to be scary. I didn't really think that I mattered enough to take someone else's potential spot in IFYS, considering its limited amount of beds. So it took me a little while to gain the courage to actually come here.
You think it's just 10 shed bunk beds. It's not. This is a beautiful 6-bedroom place, or 7-bedroom because of the staff bedroom. Kitchen's wicked. You got enough space so 6 or more kids don't clash with their personalities and all that. Like, you can sit outside and somebody wants to join you and have a talk to you. They're more than welcome unless you say no. The staff are good to talk to. They can help you get counselling, help you out settling, help you out with everything.
The thing I most love about this program here at the Maroochydore Youth Shelter is that it's so youth friendly and we've seen so many young people come through and make positive changes. A lot of young people have different expectations of what youth workers will be for them, what we can do, what we can achieve. And I guess the best way I can describe it is we're an advocate for each individual young person. So we're here for them, to help them get things accomplished, to help them build rapport, to make them feel comfortable in their own skin. While young people are at the shelter, they will engage in case management. And what that means is that we sit with them and work with them around them attaining some goals. By no means is their whole stay at the shelter in the office doing case management. Once a week, we'll sit with the young person and do a goal plan. They work out what their goals are. We don't project onto them what we think they need to achieve. Young people know their story better than anyone, and they can identify what needs to happen for them to move forward and to feel more comfortable in themselves. All the youth workers here are highly skilled. We've got great community resources and are very much aware of local services that can help young people.
So I always ask young people after I've met them, maybe on the 2nd or 3rd day, I'll ask them how they feel now that they're in here and if this is what they expected. And then we'd sit with them and ask them what needs to happen in their life immediately.
Having the support of the different youth workers, because they're all such different people, and because of, like, I guess their sort of backgrounds, it was a lot easier to communicate with them, and there was no judgment, or like if you didn't like get along with a certain youth worker, like I got along with all of them, but if you didn't get along with a certain one, then there was always another one that it wasn't all textbook sort of thing. Like,
being a young person's hard and it's challenging at the best of times, let alone if you've got some struggles and disappointments and you don't know how to deal with them. We're here to help you. Any young person can come in. You're not in a lease here. Like, you can choose to leave whenever you want. A lot of young people aren't quite sure like what the terms of tenancy are, and we're here for you. If you're not comfortable here, you could express that with us, but we don't make you stay here.
I really think crisis shelters used to be a bit underground. The wider community wasn't necessarily aware of them, and we wanted to keep it that way. But I think the shift in that is that we really want the community to know that we're here to provide a service for young people and that they can all play a part in that. And whether that's buying a sausage when we're down at the barbecue at Officeworks every week and hearing about what we do here and being able to connect in a human way. The community support for us is really important. Every young person wants to feel a part of something, and it's a goal of ours to make sure that that's what happens.
I think that's one of the most important things to understand about the shelter, is that the youth workers don't just, you don't just come to the shelter and then leave and then have nothing, no support. You constantly have support, and they're always contactable, so they're always here for you.
You have a lot more respect for, I guess, youth that may be troubled, and you don't have the outlook of, well, I didn't leave here with the outlook of judging sort of people for the way that if they act out, every reaction has something behind it. So yeah, I left here gaining quite a bit from people that are in here.
I learn every day from these young people. A lot of people think that I'm resilient and that youth workers are resilient people, but the truth of the matter is the young people that we work with are the most resilient. I learn courage from them, I learn determination from them, and I guess I really learn what it means to be able to support someone when you see two young people who are in the shelter supporting each other when they have nothing else, and being able to witness that and be a part of that's really special.
I loved everyone here. They're all really super nice and caring and loving. It's just like one big family. It's really nice. If they have a dog, it's worth it.
So give any youth service a go, talk to someone else about it, and reach out to youth services.